Hi guys, welcome to another video on the cardiovascular system. Today we will be focusing on blood vessels, but before we get started, make sure you like, comment and subscribe to our channel. First we're going to start with the boring bit, to make sure everyone is up to speed before we start some proper science. There are three basic types of blood vessels. These are arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. This is easy to remember using alliteration, as away and arteries both begin with the letter A. Veins carry blood into the heart, which again is really easy to remember as the word vein ends with in, and the blood is coming in to the heart. In between arteries and veins are capillaries. These are the smallest type of vessels despite having the longest name. Capillaries have a very narrow diameter, so blood flows slowly through them, allowing the maximum possible time for diffusion to occur. Towards the arterial end, there is a higher hydrostatic pressure in capillaries, forcing nutrients out of the blood, but this pressure decreases towards the venial end of the capillary, causing waste products to move into the blood. We will talk about what happens after diffusion to waste and nutrients in a later video, so make sure you subscribe for more quality content. Great! We hopefully all understand the basics, so now let's go into more detail. You can group vessels into four main groups based on their functions. First group, conduction and distribution. These are large arteries leaving the heart, such as the aorta. These vessels are pretty elastic, like rubber bands. Second group, resistance. These are smaller arteries and arterioles that help control the blood flow and hence the blood pressure. An example would be the renal artery. Remember that it is harder to move in a tiny cocoon than a mansion, especially with a gang of 25 trillion red blood cells and more. Third group, exchange. These include capillaries and small venules for the exchange of nutrients, oxygen, waste, and carbon dioxide. Your cells need that for life support. Last group, capacitance. The three V's, venules, veins, and vena cava. These are low-pressure vessels used to lead the blood back to the heart. What about the force of gravity pulling the blood down, you ask? They contain valves to prevent backflow, and muscles to pump blood up to the heart against gravity and other cosmological nuisances. I will cover that in a later video. Blood vessels have three main layers, the tunica intima, tunica media, and tunica adventitia. These layers all have different functions and their size depends on the vessels of which they compose. Starting from the lumen, we have the tunica intima. This layer is formed from epithelial cells, which aid in reducing friction and secrete molecules that allow vasodilation and constriction to occur. They are supported by connective tissue, collagen, and a basement membrane. The second, medial layer, is composed of smooth muscle and is much thicker in arteries and veins, and absent in capillaries where absorption is the main focus. The final layer, tunica adventitia, acts as a support for the vessel and is made of elastin and collagen. It also contains small blood vessels to supply the walls of the major blood vessels. Remember, all the tissues in the body need to be supplied with oxygen to live. That's all for today, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below whether you enjoyed the video or not.